Okay, I am back. For those already subscribed to this channel and those who actually clicked the subscribe button while I was on break between June and August this year, I just want to say thank you. To those that are coming to the channel for the first time, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. It's because of all of you that I keep coming back here to share these useful nuggets of information. You can also take your support a step further and share this video with a friend or in a group chat where graduate school application is the subject of discussion. Please do me that favor and do your friends a favor. Today, I will be discussing about a crucial skill that could make or break your graduate school journey, which is sending cold emails to professors. This isn't just about typing up a quick message, it's about crafting an email that stands out and actually gets you noticed. Stick around till the end of the video for some inside tips. Relating to cold emails, I will show you examples and questions you can ask in your email in order to make a lasting impression when you reach out to professors. To kick things off in this video, let's start with a seemingly obvious question. What is a cold email? This simply is an email you send to someone that does not know you and has not heard of you before. It is basically an unsolicited email you send to a stranger, except in this case, you can replace the word strangers with professors. Contrary to popular practice, a cold email has to be short and intriguing for the recipient. This is because to the recipient, you are also a stranger. Therefore, a cold email can be defined as the initial attempt at digital communication between strangers. By implication, this means each part of the email has to deliver value and demonstrate your excellent communication skill. Now, let's address the big question, which is, why should you bother to send cold emails, right? Well, sending a well-crafted cold email can unlock doors to research opportunities, scholarships, and even admission offers. But here's the kicker. The key isn't just sending an email, it's about sending the right email. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how you would do that. Real quick, remember how I said there'll be valuable tips throughout this video? I wasn't kidding. Here's tip number 1. Start sending out cold emails very early and plan to send an email to at least 2 professors in each school you are targeting. For real, make sure you send to 2 professors at least per school. You can send out to 3 or 4 if you have more people you are interested in. Applying to graduate school is basically the same thing as applying to a full-time job and school opportunity at the same time. So take this process very seriously and start early. Ideally, you should start 1 year ahead of the semester you're targeting to resume school. This means if you are interested in starting your graduate education in August of 2025, right now, September of 2024 is the ideal time to begin the process. Check out my study in the USA video linked above for you to learn more about how you can get started. After you realize the need to start early and why cold emails are important, your next focus should be on identifying professors that you need to send an email to. Before you start drafting your email, you need to find professors who are the perfect match for your academic goals, and here's how to navigate that process. Step number 1, determine and decide on your field of interest. Here, you can begin by pinpointing your field of interest and potential schools you wish to apply to. Honestly, a quick Google search can help you compile a list of top programs in your area and top professors as well. Or you can simply use usnews.com to determine the top programs in your field of study. My previous video linked above provides more information on this with examples for you to follow. Trust me, check it out. Step number 2, dive into faculty pages. Okay, so for each university you are interested in, head over to the faculty pages and spend some time there. Trust me guys, you want to live there. You want to experience those pages and you want to make sure you understand what professors they have, what research they do, and which of those research that they do resonate with you. While doing this, please focus on professors who have recently published papers or are actively working on projects you find interesting. Focus on them because this is where the real action is. Step number 3, take detailed notes. In this step, I need you to write down specifics, things like research focus areas, latest papers by the professors, or things you find intriguing about any project that they're doing. This is not just some random homework, so be very intentional about how you spend time doing this and the notes you take. You might end up having a really good insight or question to use in your email. So remember, you have to make a good impression and also show that you're genuinely interested in the work that these professors are doing. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the key. Okay, here comes valuable tip number 2. When searching for graduate schools, you should apply to and search for professors who recently received government grants or funding for their work. I promise you, they are usually seeking students since they need people to keep their research going, and you will certainly secure full funding if you are working with them. All that said, let's talk about crafting the perfect cold email. Now that you've got your list, it's time to write that killer email. Here's how you can make sure your email doesn't just get read, but it actually gets a reply back. Step number 1, use a strong email subject line. Your email subject line is the first thing a professor will see, so make it count. Something like prospective PhD student interested in XYZ research immediately tells them why you're reaching out and is most likely to catch and retain their attention. Step number 2 here is to use personalized salutation. This may seem obvious, but excuse me. Please start your email with a personalized greeting such as Dear Professor X or Dear Dr. X. But here's a quick tip for you. Most professors in the US only go by the title of doctor instead of professor. So if I were you, I would match the preference and only use Dear Doctor when I write emails to them. These small details do matter. Step number 3, introduce yourself briefly. Here I need you to introduce yourself briefly. Mention your current academic status, your major, and why you're excited about their work. Keep it brief but meaningful for the reader. And by the way, major means your area of study. Step number 4, you need to demonstrate genuine interest. Here's where you stand out. You can achieve this by referencing their work or their recent work and explain why it resonates with you. It shows the professors that you've done your homework and you're not just sending a generic email. Trust me guys, you do not want to mess this part up because it speaks to your interest in them and their research. I need you to remember that for you, you're simply looking for admission and an opportunity to attend graduate school with full funding, while to the professors, for them, in lack of better terms, they are simply looking for human resources that are almost as interested in their research as they are. Why is this important? It is important to them because you will be the one spending hours and years of your precious life in the lab doing their projects, doing this work. So it is important to the professors that you are truly interested in sentencing yourself to a life of research in their lab. Does that make sense? All right, basically, you need to show them that you are interested in their lab, and this to them translates in their eyes that this is someone who's ready to get things done, and this is someone they can trust with their project. Does that make sense? Step number 5, ask thoughtful questions. Now here's a golden nugget of wisdom for you. Make sure you ask a reasonable question. This could be about their research method, a recent finding in their field, or you could, I don't know, offer a possible solution to contribute to their work in some way. For example, you can ask, how do you foresee the future of ABC as XYZ continues to evolve? Or how do you foresee a student like me contributing to this type of work? This kind of question does not only show curiosity, it also opens up a dialogue between you and those professors. If God helps you, you happen to message a very, very good professor. Step number 6, make sure you're very clear and specific. Be direct about what you want, whether it's a research opportunity, whether it's a guidance or a meeting. Professors appreciate clarity, so do not waste their time. Be specific when you reach out to them. I have more details on this in the examples of cold emails I'll be discussing very shortly. For valuable tip number 3, after sending out cold emails, if you don't get a response back from professors, that is totally fine. Just keep this in mind. They have already received and possibly read your email. This means they might recognize your name when next they see it, and that in itself is a big deal. I can explain. Professors are usually very busy, so do not take it personal that your email didn't get a response. What you should simply do instead is send a follow-up email after 2 weeks, and in that email, let them know that this is a follow-up to your email from 2 weeks ago, and let them know that you realize that they get a lot of emails and they are busy, so you simply wanted to bring them up to speed with your decision to go ahead with your application to their program. They might not have responded to your email, but now that you have chosen to follow up, they might unconsciously become invested in your journey, and therein lies your advantage. At this point, if you're still watching and you truly find value in this video, you can support my work on this channel by simply subscribing to the channel right now. Do not wait. Really, subscribe to the channel now. It's free. After you've done that, like this video, turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload awesome videos like this one. They are usually very helpful, I promise. I'll be discussing examples of cold emails relevant to various disciplines. You do not need to copy this word for word, but simply use it to write your own unique email while keeping it brief and meaningful, just like the ones I'm about to show you now. For example number 1, For those in the field of material science, environmental science, nanotechnology, etc., I would write, Dear Dr. X, my name is Obed and I'm a final year environmental science student at ABC University in XYZ country. I genuinely find your research on solar panel efficiency, particularly your work in nanotechnology, to be intriguing and aligns closely with my interest. I am curious about your thoughts and how this technology could evolve in the next decade and how a student like me might contribute to your ongoing projects as I get ready to graduate from school. I would greatly appreciate the opportunity to discuss potential research opportunities in your lab starting in the next academic year, which is August 2025. A copy of my resume is attached for further information regarding my training and experience. Thank you for your time and consideration. I look forward to hearing from you. Best regards, Obed. For example number 2, for those in the field of robotics, computer engineering, computer science, and the likes, etc., I would write, Dear Dr. X, my name is Obed and currently I am pursuing a bachelor's or master's degree in robotics at ABC University in XYZ country. I have been following your groundbreaking work on autonomous vehicles and your recent paper on machine learning algorithms for obstacle detection. Oh my goodness, it caught my attention. I am quite intrigued by all you have achieved so far and I am motivated to get in the field of designing algorithms for autonomous vehicles. As a leader in the field, could you please share your perspective on the future challenges in this field and how someone with my background could contribute to your research given the opportunity? I would be honored to discuss openings in your lab for the next academic year. That is August 2025, and also explore potential collaboration opportunities. Thanks for your time, and I look forward to hearing from you. And then you close this with best regards, Obed. I need you to note here that you should always attach a well-organized resume. From the example 1 and 2, you see that resumes were referenced. You should always add one to a cold email because you are trying to join the professor's lab. So a resume allows the professor to skim through your qualifications on their own time, and that also allows you the privilege to write little in your email and not too much. For example number 3, for those in the field of psychology, sociology, health science, guidance and counseling and all of that, I would write, Dear Dr. X, my name is Obed and I'm an undergraduate psychology major at ABC University in XYZ country. I came across your profile while searching for graduate programs that best fit my goals. Your research on cognitive behavioral therapy for anxiety disorders deeply resonates with my academic interests and goals. I am particularly interested and intrigued by how you have successfully adapted these therapies for different populations. Would you be open to discussing how I might get involved in your research, particularly in exploring new CBT applications? And then you end this with, thank you for considering my request and I look forward to your response. I'll close this with best regards and wrap it up with my name, Obed. Some final tips and encouragement for you, ladies and gentlemen, is always double check your email for typos. Nothing kills your credibility like a typo. Let me say that again, just in case you didn't get it. Nothing kills your credibility like a typo or a silly or avoidable mistake. Therefore, read and reread the email before you send it. Well, that's it for this video. If you found this content helpful, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Please, for goodness sake, subscribe to the channel. And for more exciting, useful videos that will be coming to the channel, do make sure you turn on the notifications so that you do not miss out on those goodies. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to drop them in the comment section. I typically hang out there responding to questions because I genuinely care about your progress and your growth. You can go see down there, I respond to people's questions. So to learn more about graduate school application process, please check out my very detailed video linked above. Remember to always pursue growth, and I will see you in the next video.